All right, y'all. So I know we was having a little discussion, right, about the definition of a real nigga. So I mean that's like a little phrase that gets thrown around a lot in our community, right?
A lot.
So I want to hear a couple opinions. I got a couple people sitting down with me right now, and they're gonna give a little insight to what they feel like a real nigga is and what it shouldn't be.
First of all, like you said, me personally, I hate when people say, "Oh, that's a real nigga." What makes a real nigga? Oh, people be, "Oh man, oh he been to jail, he did this many years, and he be carrying pistols, he got money in his pocket. That's a real nigga." This nigga's a ho.
I think a lot of it is like mindset. You think of where people grow up, or you go like L.A. or somebody who's like kind of educated, somebody that's black. You don't ever hear them talk like that.
Well, in our community where we grew up,
Yeah.
real nigga was thrown out. It was a lot of real niggas in what them niggas turned out to be snitchers, straight snitching, or niggas wait till you fucking die and be like, "Oh, that's a real nigga." Nah, bruh. I don't want to be classified as a real nigga. I want to be.
You want to be that.
I want to be. I want to be a man, bro.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people kind of forget in our society. You got to be a man before anything, and you got to look at what classifies you as that before you start trying to be something else. Because once you start putting all this like, oh, you're not real unless you done this, or you didn't, put in this. It's like, why would you want to be that for yourself? Like personally, yeah, you can kind of look up and say them people did certain things in their life and in their I don't know, man, their careers or whatever it is you want to say, to the end of their days where they get this label. But for me, I want to be a man first.
Right, I want to be a man first.
But again, that's why I said it just go back to like that mind state. Because I feel like me and you, nigga, at some point in our life, we thought like that.
We fell victim to that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you grow up and you mature, and it's like,
we was doing dumb shit though. We was running from the police and
taking straps to school,
going to school with guns and passing them through fucking passing period and shit.
Yeah,
like we was just young and dumb, bro. Just young and dumb, but we thought we was real niggas. We was real niggas.
Let me ask you this: do you regret anything that you've ever done where you may feel like, oh, maybe that took away from my realness, or I feel like I was doing too much to try to be that real, like had that label, like do you feel like, oh, I shouldn't have had to do that, to have the respect or whatever it is that I have?
well, I ain't gonna say I regret it, but it's some things that I would change. Like I should have been taking my ass on that football field.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity too.
Yeah, like I was fucking up.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be with the homies hanging in the hood but it took me to grow up and mature to be like, I ain't trying to be no real nigga, man. I want to be a man, bro, especially now that I got a kid. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to impress nobody with what I done did in the streets.
Wow.
That's
that's
weak.
honestly, man, I feel like that's the most positive way you could think. It's like you not living for the recklessness and the things of like, oh man, I have to do this because somebody else said that I have to in order for me to be something.
Right.
It's like, nah, the only person you have to impress or feel like you've accomplished is like yourself first, and if you can't do that,
validation. I don't need no validation from another man to be like, oh, you feel me? I know some cats that I done went to school with, just like straight square, but when it came to line it up or get busy,
it's time to
and it was like, damn, like you never thought, but this dude like button up, hard bottom shoes, going to school and doing what he needs to do, not trying to be in females' faces and all day, just sitting at home kicking and studying. But somebody got out of line with him. He was showing them niggas what he was.
and when it come down to it, that's really what it is, man.
And that's what you can say is what a real nigga is.
But that come back, like I was saying, that mindset.
The maturity.
He wasn't worried about none of that. Like he was like, okay, I'm in school. I'm, the females gonna come when they come.
But that's how we get lost.
Yeah.
That we lost right now. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no foreign whip, you ain't got no jewelry on, no big chains or nothing, you lame. Period. You not considered a real nigga.
Now, who do you think makes that? You know, who's able to judge people that way to make that so? It's our society. When you go out in the streets or you watch some on TV, the things that are acceptable or the things that are desired and things like that, or things that are considered real.
Look, I was told this, man. And, I work in the clubs.
Yeah.
So it's other grown men pulling up in front of clubs to impress other grown men, and these are being considered real niggas. These niggas they spending thousands and thousands of dollars on bottles just so the other niggas in the section can look at them.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you, man, from all my years of like club promoting, right?
Yeah.
I was in the clubs every, maybe 3-4 times a week.
You was
all the time. So I was around that lifestyle of people that would just get that section because they wanted to feel like that person. They wanted to feel like the ones in the videos.
Even if
and
they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Still was willing to
It's
go
like
in there and just
5-6 people trying to go in a bottle, but then the clubs, they only letting 4 people in on the bottle. So
but then you only get one bottle, so now you got to put more juice with the cup.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're not getting the champagne and all that extra with it unless you paying the extra $500 or
See, I got an uncle, man. Shout out to my Uncle Term, who showed me what that lifestyle was really about.
Right.
Like, walk in the club and Monte Ellis hands you a bottle of Ace of Spade. Like, this was supper club was going on. I couldn't even get in.
Yep.
But I called him. I'm like, hey, I'm outside. Him being him.
Make the play happen.
Hey, go get my nephew. Send security out there. Like, hey, go get my
there.
nephew. And I done seen people with money not even act like they got money, bro. I done seen people with money not even act like they got money. And they ain't trying to be no real nigga.
Exactly. So now in our society, you see what the culture has created. This is what, the media, this is what social media, which is the biggest thing that connects everybody right now. First, it was the internet. That's what first brought the world together. Now we have social media.
Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. Twitter.
It's crazy because like now the kids, my daughter is about to be 8 this month, and she was telling me about TikTok. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
what's your take on that? Like TikTok, as far as, because now the younger kids that are getting phones because the parents are going out and buying them for them.
Yeah.
The kids got to get a phone from somewhere.
Or they'll get the hand-me-down.
Now,
or I'm going to upgrade and get my daughter the hand-me-down.
Exactly.
They want to see the same things that the parents is doing. So if these parents, they be the ones right there with their phone in their face all day, and the kids see that, they want to do the same thing.
Of course,
they want to have their phone. Now they want to be on there making videos and doing all this. They see
do, man.
It's
It's crazy to see that how they grow and like manifest and change. But I'm not really with the whole social media thing, man.
I feel
especially with kids.
Because I feel
like
lie.
They give them a false interpretation of, like, I just like think about the way the girls are dressing right now and all that. And I'm raising a girl. I'm like, man.
I feel like with every generation, our society has made it to where it's getting a lot more acceptable, man, for more nudity and more openness and things like that.
Around with no bras on.
Yeah.
No see-through shirt.
But it's okay.
And it's like,
But 20 years ago, that wasn't okay.
But then they get mad when they get mad when
somebody
somebody say something. Hey, what's up?
I'm saying towards the censorship and everything. So all the stuff they talk about on TV, on the radio, and all that now. Look, man, I was watching The Grinch, right? The newest one that just came out, like the animated, right?
Okay.
The captions are on, but it wasn't in through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Every song that played didn't have the words pop up, but this one in particular, he says ass. It shows up on the screen.
That's wild, man. And this is a kid movie.
A kid movie.
Well, you see how weird fucking.
Now, when a kid can sit there and pause it, right, and rewind and point it out and say, hey, That's the, you know what I'm saying?
Like what are we teaching our youth, man? That's what it comes down to.
It also goes back to you being a real man and telling your kid, hey, just because he said it as a cartoon don't mean it's cool for you to say it.
Yeah. But in our generation, I would say, like, growing up, cartoons wasn't allowed to do that.
Shit, man, they had so many subliminals.
No, subliminals. But to openly say the word.
Nah, but I feel like it was a lot of inappropriate, like, sexual visuals.
But it's a difference from a visual and, like, you having to kind of, like, use your imagination.
I seen some shit. Listen, I seen some shit on Instagram, and remember the Powder Puff Girls? How the dude made them in the basement and shit.
Yeah.
By mistake, because he dropped the glass. They had a friend over, and this was real. Like, I Googled the shit because I was bored at work. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. My mommy and daddy said I was a mistake, too.
Oh,
like,
my God.
What the fuck? This is Cartoon Network. Like, it's little shit that we didn't see. So, it's in there, bro. It's in there. And, like, our kids, well, I can't say our kids. We was groomed to bypass it. Not consciously knowing that it's going on, and our generation is fucked up, man.
But we have more time to go outside.
Yeah.
Now a lot of times with them, they don't go outside. They watch TV.
They on tablets.
Somebody
on
putting
YouTube.
some type of, device in front of them.
Xbox, PlayStation, Call of Duty. What's that other shit? What's that other game everybody be playing?
I can't even think of it.
Motherfuckers be having hammers and shit.
And they could buy shit. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that bullshit. Man, listen.
But you think about it, that is true though. Like the kids, I know when I was growing up, we'd be outside on bikes, skateboards.
You knew where everybody was at when you was riding your bike, and all bikes was parked in
And it was somebody's house.
You knew where you.
This where the party at.
You knew.
Hey, I remember them days.
You knew where you was at. You knew where you was at, man. And today it ain't the same, man. Like we so lost. You know what? I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I blame the music, bro.
But every generation, this is what I tell you, it goes back to the music. All right, think about in the 80s, right, when MTV first got big. That was like the revolution for Generation X. That was a generation, I would say, that came right before, my generation.
But look, fast forward to now, this generation. Like, half these fucking rappers is glorifying not even, like, graduating high school.
But do you understand why?
And drugs.
And drugs. Like,
drugs, sex.
If you hear them rap, they be, like, it's cool to sound stupid.
You got somebody like Future that came before them, right? that was basically promoting all this shit, saying, hey, I don't do none of that.
Yeah, I don't do none of that.
Hey, that shit pissed me off.
So you got everybody out here strung out, fucked up in the head, but like, you don't do none of this.
He promoted a whole like wave of new drug addicts.
Just drug addicts? Niggas, well, I guess lean is a drug.
Yeah.
Molly is a whole fucked up drug.
Yeah.
And for him to come out and say, oh, I don't do this.
Now, I'm not going to say that he was the first one to do it, but I'm going to say he did it in every fucking song.
Literally, that last
every song.
Well, this might piss some people off too. Jeezy, one of my favorite rappers. Get Rich or Die Trying, all that trap shit. This nigga sent his son to college off his first album. He didn't want his son doing none of that shit.
But as a parent, now,
that's what I'm saying.
This goes back to the real nigga shit.
That's what I'm saying. So why would you tell somebody else fucking kid to go out there and sell this dime bag, nigga, and keep flipping it? You feel me?
Yeah.
That shit is wild. Like, like nothing against Jeezy. Shouts out to Jeezy. Hey, Jeezy, my guy. But it's like
he just got engaged.
He did.
To that agent. What's the girl from The Real? What's her name?
Congrats to them. I don't know her name. My girl watched that show. I don't know her name.
I've been seeing pictures of them everywhere, but I don't know nothing about
her name.
Yeah, I saw her.
Well, she left for her husband, or her husband left her or something because she wanted to have kids or something.
Yeah, like this was recent though. Like she ain't been divorced that long.
No time.
Damn.
It ain't even been a year, I don't think.
Nah, it definitely hasn't been a year.
She ain't waste no time.
And they just, but that's just how that celebrity shit works.
Shit, everybody was mad at Kevin Durant when he left and went to the fucking Warriors just to get a ring. Shit.
Right? Hey,
I mean, shit. Like
that's really the same. That's really the same
it's the
thing.
same thing. Like,
Hey, but he got it. He got it.
I'm gonna
pretty
go
bad,
get
though.
this. I'm gonna go get a nigga who wanna give me this and shit. She found Jeezy. Shouts out to the
Hey, you know what?
to the snowman.
Right?
that was my nigga, man. My favorite rapper forever.
You used to play that all the time in the
But
chart.
you know, back in the
thought
day
he
when
was
he
a real
first came
nigga.
out, and it was like all that Jeezy versus Gucci shit.
Yeah.
I was always for Gucci.
because
Nah.
Gucci is.
I thought Jeezy was a real nigga. That's when I was stuck in my
See?
real nigga ways.
But I thought Gucci was a real nigga. And
Well,
that's where I,
when he-
you know,
when
but
when he smoked them niggas that came.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
all that, you know, but
I mean, they saying that nigga a clone now.
hey, I think they talking about his teeth, you know, because you look at him and he look like
That's everybody. You look at all their teeth. Everybody's teeth seem like it's too big for their mouth.
mean, shit,
And like everybody,
especially when you had all that gold on your shit for so long. It's like now you out here, you want to have white teeth, nigga.
Hey, OJ the Juice, man. Remember that nigga?
Yeah, all of them.
They say he a real nigga. How? I don't know. Dog, when I say I hate that term,
Yeah.
like, don't classify me as a real nigga when I'm dead. Don't classify me as a real nigga because I got money in my pocket. Don't classify me as a real nigga for nothing. Like, because you don't know what I'm going to get this money.
Exactly. Now I feel like the thing that should classify you to be a real nigga, how do you handle business? How do you support your loved ones?
What is your business proposals, brother?
You know, those types of things. That to me makes, you know, shows the reality in a person, because if a person not talking about none of that, then they kind of lost. You know, you're not really
Kind of lost?
They lost. And
In today's society, kind of lost? What you mean? They are all the way
they
lost.
gone.
they gone.
They gone. You can't, man. Listen, us being in California, it's hard to make it on a regular 9 to 5, bro.
You can't. You gotta have
gotta-
at least. You gotta have 2 of them. Then you gotta have a side job on top of that and another hustle. So if you ain't got at least a couple hustles going, look, I did a show with somebody a while back, and it was basically we was talking about 7 streams of income. If you want to be wealthy, you got to be able to make money while you sleep.
Man.
Well, that comes from passive income.
Well, you got to have all of that.
Yeah,
now, if you're not working towards that, then I feel like that's where your reality ends. You know, because if you're not trying to have more than what you have already, then that kind of like just puts you at a standstill. You know, and once you stay at a standstill, other people are surpassing you,
But look,
because the world don't stop.
Ain't it a trip? Ain't it a trip how a female can call you broke because you can have a 9 to 5, you going to work, you got your bills paid, you paying your rent and all that. You can be broke because you don't want to buy her something that she can't afford.
I feel that.
That shit is a trip, dog.
Yeah.
You gonna call me broke because I don't want to buy you some red bottoms,
Well,
but
hey,
you can't even afford the red bottoms. That's crazy.
well, this so. Are you saying in terms of somebody being less of a real nigga because they wouldn't do something like
Yes,
that?
ain't no real nigga. That nigga ain't taking care of responsibilities.
But
my responsibility ain't you. You not my woman.
the responsibility is not buying red bottoms.
Right. My responsibility is making sure we got lights,
Yeah.
gas.
Hey, but you got some dudes that do it though.
Well,
now-
but
Some
that's
dudes,
what I'm saying. That's
some
what I'm
dudes
saying.
be out here legit.
But that's what I'm saying. But them niggas are considered real niggas. But them niggas live at home with their mama.
No. I'm gonna tell you, this is a real funny subject because, like I said, it comes down to the reality. Now, if the person that's asking for that don't see the reality in you of, like I said, how you handle business. Now, if you a type of person that's just going out and you doing that all the time, they not respecting how you handle business, because they wouldn't want you to go out and buy that type of shit like that all the time.
See, I'm glad I got a real one at the house. He ain't worried about
Hey,
none
but
of
look,
that.
we gonna play both sides.
Do they care about your well-being? You know, do they?
Nigga, she be like, man, don't buy that shit. I was like, babe, let's get some J's. She be like, for what? Like,
Hey,
we
but
good in these Adidas right now.
Think about
nigga.
it like this though. We're gonna play both sides of it. Just say if you had the money to do that though, like if you just had millions. and
Okay, now here we go. I just had a conversation with one of my big homies about this.
I just want like, would you do it? Because you figure some of the people that's doing it, That ain't shit to them. So
No, but some of the people that is doing it, it is shit to them.
yeah,
And some of the people that's doing it still live at home with their mama, ain't got no kids, ain't got no nothing. Like you go buy a $90,000 car, still live with your fucking mama. That's stupid. But if I did have it,
yeah,
I mean, here and there, yeah,
of course,
I'll fuck off some money for my girl
yeah.
or for myself or just go on a trip or something. But bitch, I just met you 6 months ago. You want some fucking
you already got your hand out.
Now, this goes back to this now. And you know, in our society, once you a certain way, right? Like, let's say you a real nigga to the person with the red bottoms. Now, to the rest of the world, everybody may not look at you like a real nigga. So it's gonna be a mixed opinion.
See,
everybody has a
said,
different definition.
Fuck what a nigga think about me, bro. I remember that was my problem for a long time. Remember that shit when we was in school? I used to worry about what motherfuckers thought about me.
Always.
And I remember I used to get me in so much bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, motherfucker, I got a scar on my hand because of you.
We ain't got I did not force you to make that swing.
This nigga made me hit this nigga, man.
I did not make this.
He made me swing on this little dude.
At the end of the day,
because I'm trying to be a real nigga. Like
at the end of the day, I can't control what my homeboy do. Right?
He like, hey, you the youngest nigga out the group, nigga. Fuck him up. And I was fired on this nigga and broke my shit. But anyway, the music that we listen to got us thinking that it's okay to be a real nigga, but don't nobody know what a real nigga is because there's so many personas.
Is there any music out there that you feel like is real nigga music that does? And now I want you to name, because I could probably name about 5 artists.
Yeah.
Just in hip hop alone that I could say, all right, I can listen to this nigga's music and I won't feel like it warped my mind to go do some shit that I wouldn't normally do, but I can relate to what the fuck they talking about too.
Who? Name them.
You can name 5? Yeah, name them.
I can say one for sure.
Who?
And people gonna be like, oh man, this nigga tripping.
But what I said is not necessarily going out and acting out the same shit that they talking about.
Rick Ross got a real business plan, bro.
Yeah.
T.I., a real businessman. And I'm not even gonna say this ain't even about music. Floyd Mayweather is a real businessman. He got a lot of people around him that he put off.
Floyd couldn't pronounce.
Did you see?
What was it?
Hey, 50 is so cold, man. He just lost his ex.
Epidemic, huh? He
couldn't wait. He just lost his ex. His uncle just died.
Hey.
He was. Hey, he panicked so bad. I watched that video so many times.
I did.
Bro.
I sent it to everybody. Well, as soon as I saw it, I sent it to all of them.
But look,
55.
Niggas can laugh. Mayweather about that the checks.
He
ain't giving a fuck what nobody said about him.
It's no doubt about that. 100%, I agree with that. But that video that 50 posted, man.
That shit was funny.
It was funny.
But do you think that people should be able to say that something makes somebody else more of a real nigga than the next person, or can somebody just be real without having to be compared to the next person?
I think people should be real without being compared to the next nigga.
I think at the end of the day, it just all comes down to how you think about it.
My responsibilities ain't yours or yours. You feel me?
Exactly.
My responsibilities ain't nobody watching this podcast or nobody watching my live. My responsibilities is my responsibilities. So as long as you don't see my daughter struggling for nothing or my girl struggling for nothing or we living in a fucking shelter or something, I'm handling my business. Period.
Like, don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
Don't worry about me, bitch.
I can drink a fucking fifth of Hennessy every fucking day. That's my business.
All right, we're not promoting that though. We're not promoting that. Or don't drink out the candle.
But look, hey, this motherfucker. See, look, I used to worry about what people thought about me, right? So we having a house party.
Tell the story, man. Tell it. Go
we
on.
Having a house party and
everybody faded.
Everybody taking shots, right? So I'm like, man, y'all got me, nigga. Like, what's up? Where my shot glass on? Niggas ran out of cups and shit. Me being drunk and me being who I am at the time,
you
like
was very gullible.
Everybody like go be saying I'm a pussy. I don't want to.
What did I say?
Nigga, I poured a shot of fucking Hennessy in a fucking candle.
I told him something. I'm like, I can't remember what I said.
He said, nigga, you a real nigga. Like,
no, I said,
you a real nigga. Hey, stop acting like that, nigga. You supposed to be my nigga, man. Go and drink that shit out the My dumb ass drunk out of a candle.
Drunk out of a candle, bro.
Stupid. Ashes and shit.
I didn't think he was really gonna do it,
but that's when I was caught up in trying to be a real nigga though.
Right? Look. Exactly.
Hey, shout out to my brother Solo, man. He just joined in on a live, man. He talking about tell him sex up. Check him out, man.
Look.
Shout out to my brother Michael, man. What's happening?
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, this has been a very great discussion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like we definitely gotta sit down and do this again. So,
hey, I agree.
Hopefully the world is a little more educated on what a real dicky is,
man,
and why you should.
I hope so. Let me just say this before I leave, man. Hey, if you out here and somebody telling you broke or you doing this and you going to work, you got a 9 to 5 or whatever time you go to work, as long as you making sure your bills is paid and you got a whip to get you from point A to B, man, you ain't flawed, bro. Keep doing what you doing, dog. Period. Keep doing what you doing, man. Like, these niggas out here is just like ain't even on your level yet, because that fast money, that shit ain't gonna last, dog. Every nigga get caught. Well, I can't say every nigga get caught, but nigga, hey man, we ain't never got caught. Right? Yeah. We ain't never got caught, man. But keep grinding, man. Keep your head up, young man. Keep your head up, bro.
All right, y'all. One day at a time. This is another episode of Innovative Culture, the podcast. So stay tuned for more, and we're gonna keep you entertained with a whole lot of more content during this quarantine.
Oh yeah. Before we leave, my bad. One more thing. Hey, follow me at on Instagram at do2times DOO2XS. You need a photographer. You need somebody that'll pull up a photo shoot for you. I do all that. Holla at me.
All right. We out.
All right. Hey.
This is a TV production.